Fans have created the hype around Makhachev being the next greatest fighter a long time ago, and he has successfully earned it fight after fight. With Makhachev successfully defending his UFC lightweight belt once more. Naturally, people started to question Khabib and Islam. Who is a better fighter? Although Islam wouldn't dare say he would beat Khabib if they ever fought, or who has a better career. These kind of questions have been raising rapidly among the UFC community lately. It ain't easy being Islam Makhachev and always being compared to KHABIB Nurmagomedov. Been together most of the time, both fighters have been feeding off each other's skill set. Khabib is 3 years older than Islam, which made him the big brother who always did things first. Khabib won his first World Sambo Championships gold medal in 2009 in Kiev. Years later, Islam MAKHACHEV did the same and won his first World Sambo Championships gold medal in 2016 in Sofia. Khabib made his first MMA debut in 2008. Islam Makhachev made his first MMA debut in 2010. Khabib made his UFC debut in 2012, while Islam made his debut in 2015. Khabib became UFC champion in 2018. Makhachev became UFC champion in 2022. As you can see, they have always been sequential in every career, step, or accomplishment. They never had the opportunity to think even if it would be possible to face each other in any official competition except in a training gym. No doubt KHABIB Nurmagomedov is the GOAT at UFC's lightweight division. He retired with an undefeated record. During his reign at UFC, he fought some of the best fighters like Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, and many more. He not only won the fights, but also completely dominated them. While Islam's trajectory is until now seemed less harder considering the caliber of opponents, Charles Oliveira and Volk are the only biggest tests he did get until now. Makhachev has defended the title twice. It is likely that Makhachev will pull up his title defense numbers. Dana White feels so as well. And it's no doubt that his future fights will play a major part in this debate, considering that Khabib defended his title 3 times. Their basic stats are extremely similar. Both stand 5'10" tall and have a reach of 70. They also fight in the lightweight division. Their wrestling level is close. 20 years of training together has made them similar in skill set. In grappling, Khabib is more efficient, more dangerous, although the numbers are in favor of Islam. But his first fight against Volkanovski showed failure in many attempts, while Khabib is without a doubt the greatest grappler of all time. Makhachev have an upper hand on Khabib in striking. It is now a no-brainer, especially after his impressive KO win against Alexander Volkanovski at UFC 294. He have a significant striking accuracy of 60% and an absorption of 1.27 significant striking per minute. Mendes did say, "No one has managed to beat Khabib in sparring. Islam was the only one who managed to take a single round off of Khabib." But sparring is sparring, and fighting for their career is another thing. Another thing that Islam Makhachev has that Khabib didn't have is the guidance of Khabib himself. Islam has the advantage of being coached and cornered by Khabib himself, a genius fighter. Khabib didn't have that. He obviously had Javier Mendez in his corner, but Islam has an undefeated champion in his corner who knows his capabilities and limitations for over 20 years. Ali Abdelaziz, the founder of Dominance MMA Management, managed both Makhachev and KHABIB Nurmagomedov. In a recent interview with TMZ Sport, Abdelaziz said, "Khabib wants Islam to be better. That's what's beautiful about it. Islam lost, Khabib never lost. Islam might be all the way technically better, but dominance, I don't think anybody can be as dominant as Khabib is." But the sensible spot when we speak about Islam that he couldn't do nothing about. is his only loss while Khabib is undefeated. Now, a fighter suffers a loss does not mean they are not a great fighter and doesn't deserve a hype. Ali lost, GSP lost, and John Jones lost. And these are some of the greatest fighters in their sport throughout history, especially if it happened in his early days. If we aim to swiftly extract a result from this comparison, Islam is more technical and Khabib is more savage. Islam strikes can finish, Khabib striking damage and off-balance opponents. Islam chin is average, while Khabib chin is different. We have been watching every single guy just looks tired after hitting Khabib hard, and then watching him immediately start pressuring again. On wrestling and grappling, numbers are in favor of Islam. But from the viewer perspective, Khabib, wrestling and grappling are second to none. What makes this comparison a tough task to do is the big brother/coach relationship between the two. It has been a while since Khabib retired, and people are still prisoners of many moments from Khabib. And yet he continued to fight for his values and beliefs outside the octagon, criticizing even his own country president Vladimir Putin for wars and winning for family and community values. All these factors are subconsciously conjured by MMA fans when making comparison. But from my personal view, considering only the professional part, I think right now Khabib is still the favorite. Islam still needs to prove himself one more time against another big threat, or move up to welterweight, as he said. It is a possibility to fight for that division's title against maybe Leon Edwards or Colby Covington. Now, that something will certainly give him the upper hand.